We met in London. We had a very short, an instant rapport. We understood each other quite quickly in terms of personalities. Decided actually that I was not going to work anymore. So Kelly asked me to what I was doing there, and I said, "Well, I'm here because I don't need to do it, but I want to do it." and that's how it started. How we drive our lives by what we need rather than by what we want, and to be very different. On that first meeting I had with Kelly actually was the moment where I really understood what it was about. Beyond sex, beyond culture, they are the same. When you've got someone that is able to bring you on that path, what is the essential? Why am I doing those essential things? Is when you know you're touching something that you don't want to stop touching. You want to carry on and go like, how far can I grow myself with that? And it doesn't stop. So even old farts like me continue to grow.
I really like the word needs and wants. Actually, I need to do a big decision for my life, actually, because our company is ending in December. But I was wondering, what do I need? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to survive? But my needs wasn't my wants, so that was really helpful actually.
It makes it actually sometimes harder to know when to stop. When do you make it? How do you recognize it? And I think it's back to what you were saying, is trust in yourself. That will make the right choice. So for me, it's a pleasure to engage with Kelly whenever we talk, so usually once a week or every other week. That happened on the first meeting I had with her. There was passion, but she was also listening. So I had someone in front of me, despite that drive and that ability to get into understanding you and understanding why you wanted something. One of the most successful person around, and actually I'm just here to judge you. And there was none of that.
I think you must have been saw lots of successful entrepreneurs. Is there any common things between all of them? Maybe similar things, 3 or 2?
I think the first 2 that I would mention is passion. You need to believe unequivocally in your product, in your project. If you don't bother. That goes with the second element, which is grit. It's that ability to take hits, knocks, and just stand up again and do it again and just carry on. That grit, that ability to clench your teeth and just go like, I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna do it. That is what makes successful people successful. And there's been actually quite a lot of research that has been done quite recently actually. In the army, entrepreneurs were completely all different fields, and every time the successful people had that common trait, which was grit. So it's just having the courage of carrying on with what you believe is right and just doing it whatever. Yeah, and we see that with that lady every day, every single day, and that is so refreshing.
Thank you. That was really nice. Actually, in Korea, lots of people dream to be like Kelly. They really want to live like her, to do their own job, have a nice house, nice car, nice business, lots of fans. But we found out that having passion is not easy, but people can have that in their heart, the passion. But we found out that people can't continue it. They fail and just stop.
But it's that great element. It's moments where you let your passion just go because you've got some setbacks, because it's not happening, because you're starting your business and no one wants to listen to you. You're knocking at doors and it's just like you're no one's priority to start with. And so being able to carry on wanting to do it again and again and again, that's what makes the difference.
I really enjoy working with her. Actually, yeah, she has the same passion. Her main business is in Europe. She doesn't have like that much time with us, but she needs to put her time like 2 days or 1 week for us, and it is really fun. There isn't like that much successful figures, women success figures for Korean audience. So
I'm sorry, I might be completely tone deaf here, but I never think of Kelly as a woman, because it's not. She is successful. She is who she is. I don't want to put her in a box. You're a woman and a successful entrepreneur. You're Kelly and you're successful. that's who you are. I don't understand this kind of or group of person doing this or doing that. What we are talking about, which is successful, are you displaying what we want to know? I've never heard Kelly talk about her being a woman, so maybe she does in Korea, but for me that's also what makes her great. It's just like, it's not about me being a woman being successful. It's I wanted to do that and I did it. Why separate her from the rest of successful people? Actually, it is more important to celebrate the success of the person.
Your sex doesn't matter. So that is a really huge impact for her, giving us to our own culture. Asian women, they marry, they need to work at home, need to do the dishes, need to do the baby things, need to do our husband's dishes. At the same time, because we have this culture, so lots of Korean women and also Asian women want to break
The mold.
And come out of.
Kelly did it from very young.
Yes.
She kept doing it, and she's kept
Yes.
doing it again and again and again, and that's what's incredible. I've done that bit. Now I just want to break that one. But yeah, that's what's very inspiring. Regardless again of who it is, someone who is able to break a mold, then just change every rule of the game. And the rules she's changed. She's been one of the biggest disruptor in the in Western, kind of a grocery business in the past 20 years. I mean, wow, this is phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. This is, I have a vision and I will follow my vision. And she's obviously doing lots of training behind that for other people about following your own vision, creating a vision. There was the visualizing exercise earlier on.
What do you think we need to do to grow this small but really nice brand?
I think it's really important to capitalize on success. Success in one or two markets. Once you've got this success, then you can start looking elsewhere, because operationally you've already got your strengths that have been established through that success. You've also got a great story to tell to the other markets. If you try to do too many things at the same time, you end up not doing any of them well. The strategy is about focus, making sure that we get the basics right, making sure that we've got a very strong base we can grow on, and then we will do that. So,
Have you been to Korea?
I only stayed in Seoul. Absolutely loved it.
Because in Korea, like all the newspaper says that K-pop, K-culture is hitting the world. Do you think K-culture is really hitting the world?
It really is. It's fascinating. And not only K-pop music, but also all the film, incredibly popular in all over the world. So a year ago, a fantastic exhibition in National Museum in London, all about actually all the Korean design and the rest. So for this kind of exhibition to happen at the National Museum in London, you've got to be right on it. It's a huge vehicle, and I think it's taking over the world, and from the new generation, from the young generation. It's amazing. Wow!
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you first for giving your special 10 minutes for us, and I really wanted to ask you one question. For us, Kelly is like a real huge figure of motivation, energy. But when I came to Europe, it was really interesting because she had another type of energy. And for you, what type of entrepreneur is Kelly?
You need to know the history of Kelly, the backgrounds, and how she got here. So luckily I'm aware of this. I mean, it's a challenge path. So I would say that she built a huge business. So when you think about her origin, the difficulties she had, she always kept that drive, that energy, that motivation with a certain goal in mind that was on her own head. She worked a lot to achieve it. Some will say it's luck. I don't believe in luck. You need to work hard to make it happen and follow your dream. And she fought for everything that she has. She's a very energetic entrepreneur, very passionate, and continuously Kelly is doing that. So she hasn't stopped. She could now be, in my view, in a very comfort zone. She should sit at home, relaxing, enjoying a good life. She's driven by still pursuing her dreams, achieving new things, innovating in different aspects, like for instance the Kelly Loves products, which are amazing. So focusing on quality, And then, I think is when Kelly arrives. So it could be here in this office, in the open space, could be in the big room when she's a speaker. You feel the energy. Well, how to explain it, but you feel a positive energy. Someone that is the owner of the company, like in that boss figure, to check what's wrong. Is not her approach. And for instance, I remember one time she was here in Madrid, so she has to have spent 1 hour or two with me, and I had this presentation ready, and she said to me, I don't want to see that. How are you? That was the first question she made to me. So this means that she cares with people. We talk a lot about the culture and the values of the company that she built, and in my humble opinion, this is critical still today to keep this culture and values that were passed by Kelly. You feel that energy, you feel the passion from the people. The owner, an entrepreneur that doesn't have that energy, that is more like a leader dictator, the same space, same people, you feel a bad energy. So for me, I like these kind of things personally. Kelly was able to create and still pass this to the senior leadership team and them to the teams that work at a local level, at the country level. This is my view on Kelly's entrepreneurial side.
You haven't been to Korea, but you are making and selling all of these Korean products. How do you see the vision of K-food or Asian things?
Yeah, I think so. We have to look at the modern world that is today. We saw brands of pizzas, of burgers, brands being established. Then, okay, it's another burger, it's another pizza, and now we look. We are seeing many Korean restaurants opening. Okay, that very healthy food, also very tasteful, and then slowly it starts to build. Probably it will born as the next trend until it's not a trend anymore. Like sushi started as a trend, only accessible to a certain class of people, and now is available for everyone. I see probably the same with Korean food happening, but we also need to be conscious that this takes time. The quality of the food is there, the experience is there. I think people more and more feel attractive.
I know I need to stop, but can I really ask you one last question?
Yes, you can.
Thank you very much.
I have some minutes more before my next meeting.
I really like the answer you gave me for my first question, because Kelly's main business in Europe, and for Koreans it isn't visualized to Korean people. So some people say, Kelly, she was lucky. Kelly had a nice husband. It was totally luck. But working with her, I definitely see it wasn't 100% luck. Maybe 2% would be luck, maybe. Yeah. But no, I definitely agree with what you said. So have you been an entrepreneur, or did you have your own business before?
I didn't have my own business, although most of my life I dealt with entrepreneurs working in the franchise business.
What are the 3 similar things or the same things you have seen from the successful entrepreneurs?
Yeah, I would say resilience, because life is hard, right? You have a plan, a lot of people have ideas, but then the road to get to your goal is tough. Many will quit, many will have negative thoughts. So you need all the time to keep motivating yourself, because there is no one else that is going to do it for you. So I see this, the aim to have more. So you reach a certain level, you could say, I'm comfortable here, but then if you stop, eventually the business go down. I also have seen this in my experience. So you need to continue to recycle yourself, to motivate yourself, to bring innovation to what you are doing, in this case to the business. So constantly we are looking for innovation. Constantly I see Kelly concern in doing new stuff. Some will work, some will fail. That's life. Yes. So the focus in there. So you don't quit. Then this impossible is nothing, right? That's really the drive. That's really the drive. So I see these entrepreneurs thinking, I can do it. Maybe even if you have 100 people telling, that's hard, man, and they will find 10 reasons, each one of them, why it's not going to work. It's not because of this, because the market, because the competitors, because you are small, because you don't have enough resources. But a real entrepreneur will have the plan in his head. You will have trust on his capacities, his abilities to reach that goal, and won't quit. Also, you need to be patient. You know that success doesn't come like this. Most people are hoping to get rich tomorrow. And that's the first mistake. That's wrong. You can't think like that. You need to have an idea. Eventually give you that wealth that you are aiming to. But the goal is not to get rich. That's a different thing. So they have a plan, they have a specific idea, they will follow the dream. I think that following her advices, looking at some other entrepreneurs, you'll learn some lessons in life at least. Okay, so that's my view. Good?
Thank you very much.
Okay.